Bulaya mwasize mutya nga bulijjo oba wano masekati g'Amerika Salongo Kiguno nze ntuuse n'amawulire agafa mu bwengula enkyaleero nga bulijjo gatuusa okuba naffe aba Nova's Touch Decor bano nga bakugamba nti bakwasa ekisenge oba eddiiro bwe bajja kulifuulafuula oba lujja bajja kulifuulafuula lutukakane n'omukono gwo omubala gwe bekugamba the transforming spaces inspiring smiles. Kakati nkyalira mawulire genda bawano gegokuba nga ndabye nga Buganda Abagunjuzi wamu n'abatestis b'ekisakaate basimbudde boolekedde okugenda Gayaza ku ssomero lya Homesdalen wategekedde ekisakwate kya Nnabagereka mu Gatonnya 2024 mwezi ogujja January. Abagunjuzi bakulembeddwamu Saabagunjuzi ate nga Oweekitiibwa Rashid Lukwago, Shamim Namugirwa n'abalala. Munajjukira nti na wano mu masekati g'Amerika mu Amerika ey'omu mambuka kyokka eri bannaffe abakamukamu e Dallas, Texas mu Maserengeta be bateekateeka ekisakaate ekya wano ekigenda okubeera mu makati g'omwaka awo. Okwewandiisa kugenda maaso mwaka emyaka 2024 okwewandiisa kwatandika dda era bandowooza bakujjukiza nti waliwo nsaleesale kubanga ekigendererwa kyagala nti certificate zino ezikwasibwa abaana nga bavudde mu kusoma zibeere nga zijja nga ziteekeddwako omukono gwa maama Nnabagereka kale abaana bawandiise mangu ago ate amalala gendabye gali Uganda kuba waliyo wano mu Amerika ey'omumambuka ateekateeka gye bayita homecoming business breakfast gala egiyo ebinda egenda mu maaso etandise mu kiseera zonna mu Kampala mpuliddemu ekikulu nga bulijjo bwe bagamba amawulire agafa mu bwengula nze mbeera ngobeera namwe mugobere naye bwe ndaba y'ekyenkizo nkijjayo oluusi nyinza okubanga mwakirabe oluusi kubanga temwakirabe kakati mpulidde omukyalo wa Investment Authority alambuludde bulungi ku bikwata n'okusiga ensimbi mu Uganda yawulamu ngeri gye bikwata ku bannayuganda n'abatali bannayuganda naye waliwo opportunities really okugeza ng'okutandika industrial park no investing n'ofuna ekitaka kyo n'okola industrial park kakati abantu bano abajja bateekako amakolero and other operations nebanga rent avaamu bwe mba muwulidde bulungi agamba rent oyo abeera free tax free. I think eyo incentive y'amaanyi kakati kansooke mbazannyire obubaka bwonna nga bwabogedde mwe mwewulireko.
Thank you very much, Solomon. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Irene from Uganda Investment Authority. Ronnie and the team, thank you very much for bringing up this amazing crowd. It's an honor to speak to you. We send greetings from the Director General of Uganda Investment Authority. My presentation is brief. It's about the investment opportunities in Uganda, and I'll also cover the one-stop center and a bit of the incentives. At Uganda Investment Authority, we work and we are guided by the National Development Plan 3. And from the National Development Plan 3, we have driven opportunities in different sectors like commercial agriculture. We very well know the significance of commercial agriculture in Uganda. It contributes 24% of our GDP and also employs 70% of Ugandans. So it plays a very significant space in our country. So the opportunities in this sector include value addition, commercial agriculture and farming, cold storage, farm machinery and packaging, and irrigation. So we encourage investors to look at opportunities in the value addition and join the manufacturers in this sector and the commercial farmers. We have the manufacturing industry. Government is doing the best to encourage manufacturing through setting up industrial parks in different regions. UIA went on a drive to collect land from different districts. We were given a task to come up with 25 industrial parks for the next 5 years, the 5 years that started a few years ago. So by 2025, we should be having the land available, and we have good news for Ugandans that we have mobilized most of the land in different parts of the country, both north, east, central, western. So we have that land, and we have a task of developing it and making sure that it's ready for investors. And then the tourism sector, we very well know how gifted Uganda is, so it is one of the key priority sectors that government is looking at, and the support is offered through the different incentives that I'll share shortly. Then the service sector. The service sector, when I talk about the service sector, I include tourism, we include hospitals, banks. We know that right now we are struggling. We are having Ugandans go out of the country to get specialized services in hospitals. So we'd like to have the tourism, hospital tourism, medical tourism in Uganda. We know the milestone that we recently got, where we had the first kidney transplant in Uganda. So if we can get investors who are willing to set up specialized hospitals in Uganda so that we don't have Ugandans move, or we can also have our neighbors come to Uganda for medical tourism, we'd be very glad to facilitate you if you pick interest in investing in the hospital sector. Also, we have education. Education is, with our growing population, there's a need. There's a big need for education services, right from nursery school to tertiary institution. Our population is growing, so there's still a gap that needs to be filled by investors who are interested in setting up schools. And also, we are looking at setting up banks in the service sector. We still have a gap. Our economy is growing, so there is need to support the population with financial services. So we encourage investors to look at the banking sector as one of the priority sectors that government is looking at. I'm sorry, I don't have my presentation with me, so I'm using my phone. So I'll go straight into the incentives that government offers. When you set up in the agricultural sector, you'll have access to the 10-year tax holiday if you set up your investment in the industrial park that government is putting up across the country. Zero import duty on plant and machinery if you're going to invest in agro-processing. We also have tax exemption on all machinery that you're going to use in manufacturing in the agricultural sector. In the manufacturing sector, 10-year tax holiday if you're manufacturing and exporting 80% of what you're exporting outside the East African region. The East African region is one block, and it's a local, it is termed as a local market. So if you're exporting 80% outside the East African market, you can access the 10-year tax holiday and VAT exemption on raw materials. There's VAT deferment on plant and machinery and 0% import duty if you're in the manufacturing sector. For tourism, in tourism sector, specific vehicles like the ones we use in tourism for transporting tourists, those ones come in duty-free, import exempted. Hotel equipments and fixtures, as long as your equipments are labeled with your hotel logos, you can bring them in import-free, tax-free. VAT is also exempted on accommodation in tourism hotels and lodges. If you set up a facility in Uganda and you are engaging in research and training, you are allowed to deduct 100% when you're filing your returns at the end of the year. So you deduct that cost. Then 10-year tax holiday for income derived from industrial parks. Apart from government setting up government industrial parks, individuals are allowed, they are encouraged to set up their own industrial parks, and then you attract investors into that industrial park. Now, the money that you get from the rent that your tenants pay you is not taxed, so that one it's tax-free. Now, when I talk about the one-stop center, the one-stop center is right now constitutes of about 15 government agencies and key sector players that sit at Uganda Investment Authority on the ground floor, So that is where you find all the services that you may need. We have immigration, we have URA, we have NSSF, we have Ministry of Lands, we have NEMA, we have UNBS. So the goal is to have you enter into the ground floor and walk out with your licenses. Now, if you're not able to visit physically, we have an e-portal that you can access. We are planning on making it better. Right now, you can access some services, but in the near future, very short while, you'll be able to access all the services online, whether you're in Canada, whether in Netherlands, you should be able to access all the services of immigration, of URA, of Uganda Investment Authority, where you can get your investment license. The investment license is issued by Uganda Investment Authority, and it's free of charge. For Ugandans, if it's a Ugandan project, it's $50,000 US. Now, when I talk about $50,000 US, I'm not talking about cash. We don't require you to have the $50,000 seated on your account. It's planned investment for a period of 5 years. Now, if it's a foreign project, it's $250,000 US. So that is, government is trying to encourage Ugandan investors by lowering the threshold for investment. So we encourage Ugandans to take on the opportunity and take advantage of the one-stop center. It is not only for foreigners. The land in the industrial park is free of charge for everybody. Whether you're a foreigner or a Ugandan, you can access the land as long as you justify, you apply, you show us that you want 5 acres and this is what you're going to be doing on the land. You'll be able to get the land if it is available at the point of application. So we encourage you to take advantage of the services, the free service that government is putting up for you to facilitate investment in Uganda. I would like to thank you very much for listening to me. I hope I've kept time, and pray that we meet tomorrow again. If you have any questions, I'm available. The Uganda Investment Authority team is there. I have Shamim, and I have Shamim.
Kale, yoyo omukyala tumuwulidde owa Investment Authority. Ndowooza tunoonye engeri gye twetabamu nga bulijjo Sale mu Kigundu. Njagala okubaagaliza olunaku olulungi. Wiikendi eyingirawo oba n'abamawuliriza abalala nja kukomawo ne musiibe bulungi.